Okay, so let's continue, ladies and gentlemen. Up next, Rytis Laurinavičius, founder and CEO at Omnisend. Rytis is the CEO of Omnisend, and of course the Omnisend is the powerful marketing automation platform that's focused on moving e-commerce marketeers beyond the generic email marketing tools. So Rytis will be giving his speech on how to find a monetizable customer pay. Let's welcome him on stage. Rytis, let's go!
Hello everyone, how do you feel today? It's about noon, so it's always difficult to make a speech around noon because, part of the people are already feeling a bit hungry. And okay, so my presentation is there, which is great. Just a second, I will try to understand what do I see here. Okay, I don't see clock, which is okay. So, so I will ask you maybe someone to help and to say me after 10 minutes that I want to understand how much do I take from your time. Okay, so I'm Rytis, as I may have already a presenter mentioned. So a topic which is written in the scheduling program is really the one which I'm gonna talk about, but just a little bit different. So not monetizable customer pay, but pain. So that means when something hurts you and you want to solve a problem for your customers, and that hurt to solve that hurt. So yeah, so I will introduce myself a little bit. So I'm Rytis. What is Omnisend? I'm not sure if you know, guys. So Omnisend is a marketing automation tool, and we have started as email marketing tool made for online stores, help to communicate online stores with their customers. Now we are moving beyond email marketing, so we have added more and more channels like text messages and Facebook custom audiences and Google retargeting ads to come soon. So we really help online retailers to communicate with their existing customers and to retain those customers. So it's always much cheaper to retain customers. And yeah, so what I would like to share with you today is, so I believe that there are 3 key factors for startups' success. I guess that here among you there are a lot of people who are about to start your own startup or just have started and looking for a best product to be built and your ideal customers profile, etc., etc. So I strongly believe that there are 3 key factors which I'm gonna share today. So number 1 is really monetizable customer pain. So it's very, very important to find what your customers hurts and to help solve this problem. Second very important thing is that you should find what hurts your customer, finding monetizable customer pain. And the third, yes, I guess you already guessed, but it's right, it's the same. So about real estate, we say that there are 3 factors which makes the price high. It's location, location, location. The same with startup, or especially startups which we build here in Lithuania, which we build here in Europe. So in my opinion, it's very, very important to really understand for what your customers gonna pay and how they're gonna do it and how you're gonna solve their problems. So you just heard a speech from Vinted CEO, just 40 minutes ago or half an hour ago, and he was really happy about that now Vinted is earning money, which is really great. And actually that's the thing what startups should be about earning money, not burning money, which we read in many cases a lot of great success stories that someone has raised millions of tons of millions of money, and this is success already. No, it's not, guys. I strongly believe that the real success is really making money for startups as well, especially those startups which are being built in Europe, and I will tell you why, what's the difference between the US and European market. I mean, Lithuania is part of Europe. So just a little bit about our story. So we have launched the product 4 years ago. At that time it was called Soundest. Now it's Omnisend. We have rebranded last autumn. We have more than 40,000 online stores using our service. Our product worldwide. Half of our revenue, together with half of our customers, are coming from the United States. The second largest market is the UK, then it's Australia, Canada, India, mainly other English-speaking countries and Scandinavian countries. More than 130 different countries, different locations worldwide from where we do have at least one customer. And yeah, we do have 100% year-on-year revenue growth. We had it last year in 2017, and we are really aiming to have this in 2018, and kind of we are matching our goal. So it's a really great thing, and this is actually the key metric we do all follow. Doesn't matter who you are in the company. Are you a developer? Are you a designer? Are you a support manager? Or are you like business developer or salesman? The key metric for entire company, which we are following, which we are sharing with our team on quarterly basis, and even on which we do increase salaries, is how does our revenue grow? And this is the key metric, and all other metrics perfectly align with this metric. Whatever feature you want to build, are your customers gonna need it? Are your customers gonna pay more if they enable this feature? Yeah, whatever you do, whatever marketing activity you do, is not just for the sake of having great marketing activity, having fun. No, fun is great, but if fun makes money, that means that you have more fun then. Yeah, very, very, very simple thing. And yeah, we have more than 40 people working on the team, and still hiring. So if any one of you, just as I'm on stage, so if you want to join Omnisend team, so let's talk afterwards. We have a few more open positions. So, and again, like the team is growing quite rapidly, which is great. And the best thing, which I'm really, really proud of, and I'm proud of our team, which have achieved this, that we are bootstrapped and profitable. I mean, we are financing our growth not from some like fundraised money, but from the money we earn from our own profit, which is like great feeling. I mean, because you control your company, you control your money, you control your decisions, both like for founders and for team members, because everything is based on the value you create for your customers, and all the decisions you make is based on that, because that's, you know, the way to make money. We do reinvest a lot, yeah, so the money we earn, we reinvest in marketing, in growing the team, in making the product better, which is a way to go. I believe, and I guess, and you know, otherwise it's not you know the case to do a startup, because startup has ambition to grow rapidly, to grow worldwide. Yeah, so that's a little bit about our current situation, which is quite okay, I guess. It's I mean, everything is really going well, but it was not the first attempt. And I want to share with you like few stories in the past and like failed trials before launching Omnisend. I have participated in a few more like affairs with trying to build a successful startup or startup in general, which were failed. So, and I guess it's always the best thing to learn from like failures, which sometimes in Lithuania is still not the good thing, and even in Europe, which in the US and America it's always great. But I mean, fail fast, learn fast, and then do it better and better and better. So just sharing a couple like failures and reasons which I see why did we fail. Sharing with you those reasons. So first attempt was making eco-friendly gift cards, printed them on eco paper with eco ink, and for each gift card sold, we have planted trees, which was kind of really crazy idea and really great idea. And a part of that, we even built a social network for those eco-friendly people. Unfortunately, that was just about Facebook to really kick off, and you know nobody needed any other extra social network. So what about this idea? Like people were really, when they told someone about this idea, everybody was really fascinating and was really good. Wow, so amazing idea. Like everybody loved it. That it's so crazy. It's so crazy. It's so nice that people from Lithuania are doing something like this. And at some point we even had it like more than 40 stores, physical stores, which were selling our gift cards in the US West Coast mainly, because there are a lot of hipsters there, which are really, you know, keen about environment and looking forward to get something, you know, interesting, not like ordinary gift cards are not okay for them, as those gift cards were really expensive. But yeah, so kind of, you know, we got so much good feedback. And people loved our designs, people loved our idea, people said that it's super great and super fantastic, and definitely I would buy your gift card. Yes, you would, once per year. Okay, and so we earn from your purchase like $10, and the self-cost for the gift card is still like $5. So like, and we need to plant a tree, so like $2 in profit, and you do it once per year. Although you do really like, you do love even the product, you do advocate for it, but how often do you need this? And is this actually the thing you really on your daily basis? Is it really a pain or just nice to have thing? And actually that was nice to have thing sometimes, like once, sometimes maybe twice per year, but really not on your daily life and your daily base. Another attempt was which startup which I have like participated at as well. It was AccuPulse, which again we had quite similar situation. We came up with the idea that it would be great for conferences, seminars, to have some tool to poll people, those who are in the audience, interactive things, so everyone with its phone was able to vote and answer questions on the stage. And this tool was really like, you know, we got great feedback from huge conferences, including like Lithuanian, like Login, and Lithuanian World Economic Forum, and some even conferences like starting from Kiev and then you know, ending in Davos, which some huge conferences were very like covered on the media, and we got a lot of coverage, and like PR was really great about this product as well. Like we got so much attention with AccuPulse, like, you know, we felt like we are trending and things are going really nice, but again, was it a real pain for those conference organizers? No, it was not. So everybody was willing to use the tool if we gave it for free. Cool, yeah, guys, yeah, you are new in the market, so we will make you a demo presentation, we will use your tool, and it will be very good for your business, because now you're gonna kick off, you know, because if they see that we are using, like everyone else will want to use your tool. Okay, yeah, we believed it like for first time, for second time, even for third time, but then no one is still willing to pay. And everyone's saying, yeah, but after my event, give it a free, after my event, everybody will see and will laugh. And even those who kind of said, okay, I'm gonna pay for your solution, but they pay just like once per year, again, because we have one event per year. Although we made like a monthly plans, but they paid it once, they used it for the conference, and they have canceled. So, but it's kind of like, yeah, fair enough. I have one event per year, so why should I pay you 12 times per year, like on monthly basis, on a recurring basis? Yeah, and and it has failed. I mean, it's still alive. You can buy if any one of you want to use for your event. So you can do that. But it didn't succeed. It didn't become a real sustainable business. And so what were the lessons out of that? We thought and asked ourselves. So the first thing, which is really bad about us, like being in Lithuania, being in Europe, that we read a lot of American company building models. Yeah, all the media about startups is actually American based. Yeah, and we read success stories. So someone has raised 3 million for like seed round and made a great success. You know, Facebook, Zuckerberg is so young and so fortunate and so rich and everything is great with him. Yeah, but it's an exception. Zuckerberg is an exception. It's one thing. Another thing is really that you know, American model does not work in Europe because we have different mentality, because we don't have network. Because all the media, which might, like, you know, make a huge kickoff for you, is really based there. Who do you know from that media? Like no one usually. Yeah. Do we have such huge like financial resources, especially on the early stage? No. If you're gonna raise like 50,000 like dollars or euros, it won't make a huge difference for your company's success, because it's not enough money really to kick the marketing. I mean, you can build a product with that, but not to flood the market with, you know, messages, which sometimes is the case in the US-born startups. So that was the first thing that's actually I have learned, that don't think in American model. And I always say, if you're gonna raise, guys, raise with Excel, not a PowerPoint. which Americans are usually raising with a PowerPoint, and investors are usually asking for a PowerPoint presentation, but not for numbers. So that's a thing, like first thing. Second thing, that like we love talking about vanity metrics, and that's okay for PR. That's perfectly okay. I mean, for public presence, talk about some huge numbers, which are perfectly fine, which is perfectly fine. But for yourself, don't lie for yourself, guys. I mean, oh, we have that many installs if we have launched the app. So what? I mean, how many of those customers are paying for you? Like your installs, your downloads, your even like returning customers to your whatever your product is, it's really nothing if you just provide a nice-to-have solution. Just fun, yeah, it's fun, but if I'm going to ask you to pay $1, will you pay? If you will, that's fine, that's great. Then you know, huge acquisition rates, huge like, you know, retention rate is great. If no one will pay that $1 for your product or service, so whatever, how many customers do you have? And this is like my approach. Yeah, you might find like opposite success stories, but I guess, and I strongly believe it in Lithuania and in Europe, having this approach about like monetizable paying and finding and starting charging your customers from the day one is really the key factor of success and the way to successful business. So okay, so we kind of like learned those lessons. That no American model. Let's like, you know, look more sustainable thing and start earning money from day one. But still, initially, when we have launched Omnisend, a first business model was, but okay, let's give emails for free. Like email is so commodity thing. Let's give emails for free, and like whatever, how many you want to send, whatever you want to send, you can do it for free, which is kind of a bit more still that American idea, but we're gonna like, you know, disrupt the market. Everybody is charging for email send, and now we're gonna give it for free. We're gonna get a lot of customers, and we'll find our you know, monetization model later. And you know what we saw as our product is like B2B thing, no sustainable business want free thing. Like we've got a lot of spammers coming to our platform and trying to, you know, game a platform and send shitty emails and real spam, but the real businesses, sustainable businesses, find it tricky. That why is it for free? There's something hidden. Probably you're gonna like charge me like 5 times more afterwards, or maybe you're gonna sell my database for someone. How can you provide free services? So that's the first lesson we learned, that okay, no one from B2B want a free thing. Free thing is not the virtue for B2B solution. Another attempt was, okay, let's give like very generous number, like 1 million for free, and let's build for value-added features. Like we saw that sending some automation emails and other features which really drive sales for online merchants comparing to just sending bulk email campaigns. And again, we saw that actually customers do not believe. They are used to completely different business model which we wanted to disrupt, because now, or like then 4 years ago, everyone is paying for the list of subscribers, which is still are paying for our like competitors or for any other solutions which are west on the market. So it didn't work either. And then what we did like took exactly the same business model which is being used by our competitors. So for those being used by those email marketing solutions which are already in the market. So just you know, charge for the size of mailing list. More subscribers you have, more you pay. Of course, we do have very smart features which provide a greater value comparing to our competitors, not just about sending bulk email campaigns, but about automating, about analyzing a lot of data, allowing them powerfully segment and then send very, very personalized messages. So but the business model is exactly the same, and that's because the market is used to that kind of thing. Everyone was used to pay for email, so if I'm switching provider, I want to compare. And the best and easiest thing for me to compare with is if the pricing is very similar, or at least like the model of the pricing is very similar. Yeah? Someone is cheaper, someone is more expensive, but I know how many subscribers do I have in my list, and I want to pay for that. So it's again like from making something very like innovative and trying to disrupt the market, just going back to business, to the thing how the customers are willing to pay. That way you need to charge them. So that's like another lesson. And now we kind of, again, don't be afraid to increase your prices and to experiment with your pricing. So now we about to increase, at least like launch like, more expensive business plan, like pricing plan, as well as your product gets better. So don't be afraid to charge more, and even sometimes on your initial stage. So that's kind of how we found our business model. And now like few advice from my side and the lessons I have learned. So if you are building a startup, if you are building a product, find a painkiller, not a vitamin. Like if I have a headache, I will pay for pills. If I kind of have a belief that maybe this pill will help me to feel better when I'm gonna be old, some other people will pay for that kind of pills as well, like vitamins or like nutrition things, but the audience is much lower. So the key thing with your product, with your startup, is really understanding whatever. Is it like B2C solution or B2B, small business or enterprise? All of them, they have some pains. And really finding what hurts, but hurts as much as you will pay for the service which will solve your pain. So that's the key thing. And building vitamin might be okay. There are businesses up there who are pretty successful with things nice to have, but it's really much more difficult to build a business in that way and to build successful startup in that way. The best thing you can do is really sell your service before even launching an MVP. It's kind of ideal. If you manage to do that, I mean, you are on your way to a super great success. If you do not manage to do that, still okay, but just launch MVP, and then go sell. Whatever sell means either it's do marketing, if it's self-service sales channel, or like if it's like, outbound sales, whatever. But just launch MVP and start selling. If there are people which buys your product, that means that there is a pain and there is a need for your solution. If it's not, whatever, nobody will buy in the future. Now, when I look back to our product, which was 4 years ago, I can't imagine how people did pay money for it. I mean, it was total shit. And it was really creepy thing we had launched. It was really MVP, but people were already paying money. And that was a good sign that we need to improve and people will pay more. Another very important thing, which is better ship than make it perfect. A lot of startups, a lot of people, especially in like initial phase, we want to make perfect thing. No one of us know what perfect is for our customers. No one. I mean, we are lying to ourselves. So make MVP product, make it live, start selling. If people start buying, cool, that means that you're on a good way and you should improve further. Another thing which is really related to that, so it's if no one is buying, don't improve your product. It's another mistake. We are the team. We really believe in our product. No one needs it, kind of market shows, because no one is paying for that, although would like to sell it. And we still, okay, I will make it a bit better, and then people start paying. No, they will not start paying for exactly the same product, even though it's going to be better. Yes, you may make a little bit different product, like pivot a little bit. It doesn't need to be like 180 degrees turn around. Maybe it's just that direction, a little bit of that direction, but not exactly the same direction, which I'm going to make a better product, people will pay then. No, they will not. If they're not paying for your MVP, no one will pay for a better product as well. Because I mean, for MVP might be that like is paying one customer out of 100 trials, and for better products, maybe 50 out of 100 trials will pay. Yeah, you can increase this rate dramatically, but still someone has to pay for your MVP and for your shitty product or version. Yeah, and just for the ending, just if you are not convinced yet, so just There are more like names of companies, Lithuanian startups who have started building their product, and they have started selling it from the very beginning and did it successfully. So, and I believe that those are the real Lithuanian success stories, which really smart people from the very beginning managed to find monetizable, their customers paying, and sell products, and all of them are really growing rapidly so far. We found burned like millions and millions of money. Yeah, so that's my approach, and that's what I would like you guys, especially those who are trying to launch a new startup or are at the early stage. I believe that it would help you to succeed more if you start selling as early as you can. Yeah, so thank you.